see if that works. Please say that works. There we go. We are live. Nice. There we go. I think we got it. Oh, it's always something, I tell you. All right. Make sure I got everything running here. Perfect. Greetings. Welcome to Meet Me at the Painting Table yet again. We are doing another live stream. We are going to be painting up a Heroforge miniature. I had a chance to prime it already, and we are going to paint it up. It is a, what can I say? It is a fairy barbarian character is what this is. My wife plays this in our Dungeons & Dragons group, so we are going to paint this thing up. Dan and Sarcrato, good to see you both already in the chat. Awesome to have you here. Thank you, Dan, and also hello, greetings. Thank you both for coming. We're gonna let me show you exactly what we're painting. This will be pretty cool. Hopefully this works. I'm gonna try to see if this works. All right, so that should be my computer. You should be able to see the miniature right there. This is what we want. Brock Dawkins, good to see you. Thank you for joining. It's good to have you here. This is the miniature we're painting. It's supposed to look like this. All right, that is the plan. So if we can see, I can twirl this miniature around. Oh, now I moved it off camera. That's awesome. There we go, right there. But this thing, if I spin it around here, we can maybe see it a little bit better. So in theory, purple hair. And we also got some wings on there. I also got my sub pump going off. Not a big deal. Here's the base. We're going to try to paint that up a little bit too. There's some leaves on it and everything. So this should be a lot of fun. Hope you're excited for this. I'm pretty excited. We're going to see what I can do about this. That's going to be the plan. So we're going to go to the painting camera here. Here is what our miniature actually looks like. It is right here. It's a little bit smaller than what you see in the computer, but we're going to try to do it. That's going to be our plan. So let's see if we got. Thank you, Spawn. Glad you're on my side. I do got this. This is going to be awesome. Oh, this will be good stuff. So I am going to see what we can do. We're going to see what we can do. So we're going to start with, I think how we're going to start this. I'm going to go back to the computer. We're going to take a look at this thing here. I am going to start with, I should start with the hair, but I'm not going to. We're going to start, I think we're going to start straight off with these. Do I start with the wings? I don't know. Lots going on here. First, we have to find that perfect color, and that's going to be our plan. We're going to see if we can get a perfect color on here. So let's go up top and see what we can see here. Finished painting a couple minis of Descent. Just have 10 remaining. Only 10. That's awesome. And you have a fully painted game. There's nothing better than a fully painted game. I love it. It's going to be great. You got this. Thank you. I will do my best. Amazing painter. Thank you so much for the compliment. We'll see what we can do. So looking from above, let's see what we can find here. We're going to match that color. I've got this. I've got Skeletal Bone we might be able to use if we go here. Let's see, right there. So I got the Skeletal Bone, which could potentially be used. I do have, this might actually be good. It's going to sound like a terrible thing to paint onto a fairy, but Necrotic Flesh, that might work. Otherwise, I could maybe mix up a color. I do have that Plague Bearer Green, Plague Bearer Flesh, which again is probably not a fun name to call something. We used that on him. We used it right here on his vest. So there's a chance that that looks very similar to the color that I'm seeing there. And on top of that then, we could maybe use some of these colors inside those wings. Let's quick go back and take a look at that miniature again. Oof, that's going to be a tough one. I think we'll get it though. We'll get it. So if I use, it's a little too light I think for Plague. Oh, but it might be okay for the sides. All right, we're going to start with Skeletal Bone and see what we think on that one. That's going to be our plan here. We're going to see what happens here. Let's go back over here to the painting camera and take a look. We are going to use Skeletal Bone, shake it up a little bit, put it on the thing here. And we're just going to do a little test. Little testy test, see what happens here. I'm going to grab a little bit here. And we're going to try to paint that right onto... It is a cool looking character. My wife actually designed this completely herself. It's very, very nice of you. A bard named Boogie. Yes, my wife did this. That'll be it. Descent was my 4th fully painted game. That's awesome. That's super fun. Super, super fun. All right. Let's see. We're just going to paint this leaf and see what happens here. All right. Going in on that leaf. Not looking too bad. Let's see here. Might have the main critic upstairs watching right now. We'll see what she thinks. She might tune in here and see what she thinks. But here we go with this. Put a little bit on there and just kind of go around here. And I can actually paint all of this because the color I think I'm going to go over with it is going to be able to cover that color up, because I also want to put a little bit on the sides. Let's see. That's going to be, I might have to put 2 coats on this maybe. We'll see. Alright, so we got our coat here. Our first one. Looks like that. I don't know. What do you think? Think it's okay? Let's check it out. Let's look at the computer and see what the computer says. See what the computer says. And survey says, not too bad. I'm actually okay with that. And I can maybe darken it up with a little bit of a shade. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. We'll go back to our painting camera here and see what we can do. I'm digging it. I'm digging this color here. I think this will be an okay color. Board game for one. Howdy and good evening. Painting the managing camera angles. This is an art. Oh, thank you. Yes. There are multiple factors going on here. Multiple factors. The mini looks amazing. Thank you. It does. My wife is the one who designed this miniature from Heroforge. So we're just going to paint this up. And if we look, all these things are all equally the same color here. So we're just going to paint all of these with this entire kind of leaf thing she's got going on around her. We're going to paint all this up right along here. Now the edges we're going to paint a different color, but I'm going to paint it this first. So I'm just going to go over this little base color here. And I'm using a really detailed brush here on this one. I'm not even using my one brush that I normally use. I'm using a smaller one. I think I might switch to that one because this is taking a while to paint all this. But let's see what we can do. We're just going to kind of get in here, and then I'll go to the one little bit here. So make sure I don't hit anything. Oh, look, I already hit that. That's awesome. But that's okay. We're going to go over with a flesh color anyway. A real light colored flesh. Then going underneath there. I don't really want to hit the arm. That's my goal here. Let's see what we can do. Matt, hi. Greetings. It's always a pleasure to have you here, as always. Thank you for joining. We are painting up a Heroforge mini, a female fairy barbarian with a lightning sword is what we're doing here. Lightning sword is the key. My wife is playing a barbarian in our D&D game, and she has the storm focus. For at 3rd level, she's able to pick something, and so she chose being able to go the way of the storms or something. I forget what exactly it's called. I'm sure somebody will help me out there. So she's able to have this lightning appear around her, which is pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Thor a little bit, which is pretty neat. That's awesome. It's okay if it takes a while. Don't mess up. No pressure. The owner of the Fairy Barbarian is watching. Yep. I do. Should be up there somewhere. All right. So we're going to make sure we do this real good. We're going to make this real good. All right. Again, we're going to try to get in here. See, just kind of have to squeeze underneath the hair here. Now, the good news is nobody really notices. This is the, if you totally mess up underneath the miniature, because people don't normally look up there. So it's not the end of the world, but I still want to try to be as perfect as I can here. That's my goal. We're going to try to get in here inside these things. And after we get in here and get a lot of the stuff that's next to some of the parts that are next to other parts, if that made any sense, I'll probably switch over to my bigger brush so we can go faster. All right, that's pretty good. I'm going to switch over to a bigger one now. I like this one. This is my bigger brush. I like this bigger brush. Switch over to that one. Now we're going to kind of dig in here and really hit these pretty good here. All right, there you go. Right on there. Perfect. I adjusted my camera a little bit, so I'm hoping you guys everybody can see a little bit better this time. That was my plan. Last time I was watching back some of this, and I was like, I can't even see what I'm doing half the time. Well, I'm not me, but everybody watching couldn't see what I was doing. I didn't like that, so I tried to move it a little bit. Hopefully there's a little bit better angle here. Now, you might notice it looks a little gray. It's not as gray as it looks on that I can see on the screen. I'm looking up at the feed, and it looks kind of very gray. But if it actually you get close enough, it actually does have that color to it. I think the color is going to be okay. We're going to go in with a wash later anyway, so we'll see if that helps it out. And then I might even do a little bit of kind of highlighting or dry brushing on this. We'll see what happens here. We're just going on all these leaves. And I'm not wetting down my paints. A lot of people do. I just take it straight off of this thing, just like this. I don't even wash it. It's just right here. Here's my dab of paint. I'm just painting straight from it. I don't wash down paints. I don't do anything like that. Some people do, and it actually probably works better for people, especially if you're really wanting to make a miniature look fantastic, because you can do different coats on it then, and some of these will dry. So it's it helps a little bit. Yes, take your time. I will. That's awesome. You're being Bard Sung now in Tented, to get in retail. All right, I hope you do. I actually was hoping my Bard Song was coming. Sadly, I had a small snafu with my Bard Song. The Bard Song I was going to be getting, I got a shipping notice. It came. I was super excited, and then found out I got the extras pack. So the game and everything is not here. The stuff I need is not here. So I don't know when it's coming. It says that pending thing, and I heard rumors that sadly the game. I heard if you weren't part of the first part of the shipment, there might be a potential for a longer delay or something, but hopefully not. We'll see. Hopefully get it soon. I'm really hoping for it. Just as long as you have a plan. I do have a plan. You know me, Matt. I've got a plan. I always got a plan. Thank you, Robin. So I was looking good so far. Thank you. We're going to continue on down here. Let's see what we can do. Let's see here. This is it. I think that's going to be about it. Now, the interesting thing is she decided, this is my favorite, she decided the miniatures all come pre-assembled, sadly. Otherwise, I would not have wanted these arms assembled on here because I got to try to get under these to get in here to try to get some of this stuff painted. So we're going to see how that goes. I'm going to actually quickly take a look at the computer again and see what we got. So it does have flesh color all through here except for this area right here. Right in there. This is all flesh right here, but then under here is not. So now that we know that that's kind of the color we want, we're okay with this one. I'm going to keep on going with it because I'm going to try to get under here, and then we'll paint the flesh afterwards. But these two things are come scraping down on this. That's the deal. He has a plan. It's my plan. I gave it to him. This is true. Oh, greetings. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us, Locutor Gaming. It is good to have you here as always. As always, we are painting up a miniature here. We are painting up this one right here. We're working hard on it and seeing what we're doing. I'm trying to get the right color scheme, and I think we're doing okay so far. I'm going to grab some more of this paint, and I'm going to try to get right here where the... it's got like this dress thing going on here, kind of like this little sash. We're going to try to get this sash. But I don't want to get too far because underneath here there's a bunch of leaves, and I want to make sure we get the leaves a different color here. So we're going to kind of go in right here. And we're going to flip the miniature upside down, and notice I'm using her head right here as a rest. I do that. I always like to make sure I have a resting place for my hand while I'm painting. I don't like not having a place to rest my paint. All right, I think that is going to do it here. Now there's another thing I'm noticing. I'm noticing a little divot down here. I'm not sure if that is going to be part of the outfit or if it's part of the green. It's going to be part of the green, so we're gonna stay away from that. We're going to stay away from that part right here. We're just going to keep going here around and try to get underneath here because now, of course, I'm next to her arms, which means it's almost impossible to get underneath here. We're just going to do our best to try to make do with our situation. I think I'm doing okay because even though I can get under here, all right, there's more of that sash coming right under here. It's like that. I think that's pretty sashy. Get it sashy. See how I did that? That was pretty funny. I'm a jokester. I'm a jokester. All right, let's get some more of that paint on there. And some more right there. Okay. Underneath. Too bad her hands couldn't be like up in the air, like cheering or something. Because it's kind of tough to get to, but here we go. I think we're almost there. All right, I got some of the leaves here, but that's okay. We can get back on those. We can get some, if we need to, we can do some gracier gray on those. I'm going to go back over this with more of this, kind of like a second coat on here in the back. There we go. I think that's going to be good. Okay, I think we got some of that done. I think we got some of the harder parts hit underneath there. So the rest of it, that's going to be flesh. That should be pretty easy. We get the rest flesh here. I'm not telling you how to live your life, but I don't know if anyone can dictate. No plan survives. This is true. This is true. My plans. Oh, sometimes my plans. I'm looking forward to my next set of plans. I'm planning to record my Nemesis campaign starting tomorrow. That's gonna be. I'm really excited for that. I haven't even looked into it, but I'm really excited for it. I think it's gonna be really cool. If it's anything like Untold Stories 1, I'm super excited to get to this game. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So we're gonna be playing that. It's gonna be sweetness. And that's gonna be the plan. Oops, hit the wrong button. Now I've got buttons. Got to read them better. Trying to paint myself. It'd take 10 minutes to throw the paintbrush, stomp. Yep, my wife would not. My Robin is not doesn't have the patience for this. So we're going to make sure we get it done right. Let's see here. Let's see. I am going to grab... This is my lightest flesh color I have, and if I want to make it less orangey, I could probably add a little bit more white into it, but I think we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. I'm going to put this out on our little thing here. Got some paint there, and we're going to paint the flesh color now, because that's going to be pretty easy to do, I think. We'll see. Again, let's see. I'll try to get right here and right along her arm, because her arm right here is going to need... There we go. I like that. I'm actually going to probably use less contrast on this, not because I don't like contrast, but the colors I have are probably not going to be suitable for this mini. That's the deal. Yes, very true. Okay, I want to try to get... Okay, I need to get more up there. Okay. I'm seeing what's going on. Alright, I see something I missed. We need to get... underneath here. This sash, I think, goes up. Let me just check. Yeah, it does. Okay, I didn't go up high enough on the sash. So there's a little bit of sash underneath here as well. That's right here. I need to hit this sash right here, and it goes up to this, like, green brooch, I believe, I bet. Just like that, and then over on this side, there's going to be some too. Oh, boy. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I can barely see what I'm doing. I don't know how you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's see here. There you go. I think we got it. Okay. Now I can go back to the flesh. I think it'll be good. My Barbarian Flesh color is what it's called. Let's grab some more. Now she does have this little pendant thing, or this like little thingamajigger here. I guess you could call it a wristband bracelet or something. So we're going to miss that. We're going to come back to that. We're going to go straight down the line here with this Barbarian Flesh all the way down. I don't think she's wearing any kind of gauntlets. Nope, it goes straight to the hands. So here we go. We're just going to go all the way down. Here we go. That's the armband. Yeah, we'll go with armband. I like the word armband. Thank you, Matt. Armband. Armband for the win. Armband for the win. There we go. Thank you. Let's see here. I think we're doing okay. Now, if I wet down my paints, it probably looks a little bit better on here. It could look a little blotchy to some, but I think we're going to go over this twice with the Barbarian Flesh here. There we go, just like that. I think we're going on another arm here. And I have to admit, I really do enjoy these Heroforge minis. Are pretty sweet. I mean, you can make anything you want, pretty much. It's out of control. My son got a hold of this Heroforge stuff. He got a hold of the Heroforge thing, and he made Iron Man. He made Link from... he made... who else did he make? He made Star Fox. He made all these things. It's absolutely out of control. Thank you. Yes. See you soon. If you're, I hope to see you again soon. We're hopefully getting some playthrough coming up pretty soon. I don't know if we're doing one this week, but I'm going to try to get some in probably next week. So, and of course, there'll always be a live painting video because it's a good way to get me to paint my miniatures, and it also hopefully helps the community get their miniatures painted. And on top of that, it's just fun to chat with everybody. So thank you so much for stopping by. All right, get back here. That's at the end. I'm going to do something. Oh, you're going to be back. All right, I'm going to do something quick. All right, do something quick. Come on back. That'll be awesome. Let's continue on. Let's see here. Her arm goes around. Her hand is holding the sword. The sword is going to be something else too. That's going to be extravaganza in itself. I think we're okay here. The flesh is done on the arms, at least as much as I'm going to do. I do want to get that. There we go. I do know that this Barbarian Flesh is one of the colors I'm not a fan of on top of this gray. It has a tendency to actually reflect the gray quite a bit. So I'm probably going to go over it a couple times. We have a backstory for the Barbarian Fairy. We do have a backstory for our Barbarian Fairy. We do have a backstory. This is our second D&D campaign. She came, I'm sure that my wife can tell the story better than I can, because I kind of did a once over on it, and she's the one that wrote it, and I'm probably going to be in trouble for not knowing it by heart. Just hanging out with no understanding. That's totally fine, Matt. That's what I love about this. You can just sit, hang out. We can chit chat. I can get some painting done. You can get some. You can chit chat with me. We can hang out and have a great time. That's the deal. She has a 2-page backstory. Yes, she does. She has a 2-page backstory, so it's a little out of control. A little bit there. So, from what I gathered, she had a sad past. About, I think, some noble took out her tribe of fairy folk, and so she doesn't trust nobles or something, if I remember right. I'm sure my wife will correct me if I'm wrong. She then ran into a barbarian from our last campaign that my wife played, and that barbarian taught her everything she knows about being a barbarian. That's the deal. And so then she happened to be traveling down to the town where our city, or should say where our story takes place, and it's the white cloak guys. Not sure if they are nobles. Got it. All right, white cloak guys. Got a white cloak guys. They my wife's helping me out. That's awesome. So many hooks. Yes, that's the one cool thing about having Dungeons & Dragons people that actually enjoy their characters. I love that. I like to write my D&D characters' backstories pretty long as well. Yes, I will tell you as a dungeon master that that's great. Love people that do a big giant backstory. It's fantastic. You go over 2 pages, and I'll probably gonna lose some stuff. But it is neat because you can pull almost anything from it. But if it gets over 2 pages, I think is where I would start trying to figure out what are the important parts of it. Where if it's less than 2 pages, I can use almost all of it without any problem. It's kind of the way I do it, though. That's the deal. So, but anyway, we're going to keep going here. I've got some more painting. Of course, every Dungeon Master and D&D group is different. My group is just... our D&D group is built to be just... It's just a bunch of friends hanging out, having some fun, not really doing too much, just something to do on a Saturday night just so we can all get together and enjoy ourselves. So, it's super cool. That's the deal. That's how we do it. But Spark Notes, the backstory. Yes, that's it. Spark Notes. That's so basically out of my wife's 2-page backstory. That's what I got. Was there's a group kind of killed off her family. She ran into the other barbarian that helped her learn how to be a barbarian. So that's kind of stuff I got. Okay, we're getting close to the end of this flesh here. There's one more part here as my sub pump goes off again. Sorry about that. Nothing I can do about that. It keeps the water out of my basement, because that's no good. Maybe I'll get a studio someday and I can do all this there. Not going to happen. Nowhere near. My wife is complimenting me. Thank you so much. I'm a huge fan of D&D itself, but I really enjoy running RPGs. I see. You're not a fan of Dungeons & Dragons. That's cool. There's a lot of them out there. That's the cool thing about it. There are so many out there that you can really just enjoy any type of game. There's so many different ones to run. All right, I'm going to look at the picture again, see what I got here. Okay, that comes up again. Okay. Okie dokie. All right, I think that's all the flesh we have. I don't think there's any on her legs. I think she... Oh, yes, there is. Why wouldn't there be? We look at our picture here. We do see that there is some in the lower area I need to get to. Her knees are exposed, so I have to get those knees. But other than that, I think we're good. Oh, I didn't realize that was skin right there. She has a little bit of skin in between those. Are you kidding me? All right, well, we'll see what I can do about that. All right, let's go back here and see what we can do. She has skin in between the 2 things, her 2 sashes here. Wow, where is that? Where is that? He's come down like that. Okay. Well, we might just ignore that piece of stuff. There we go. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get the knees though. The knees are right here. They're on the boots, just like that. So you're gonna see this time a lot of the old school painting. This is how I used to paint a lot of my miniatures, is with these kind of paints. Because, again, I just don't have a lot of the colors that would be associated with these that I think would be good for this model. That's the deal. Okay, so you got it's back here too. All right, somehow I got to get back here. All right, without hitting any of that. No big problem there. Look at that. Oh, it's like I've done this before somewhere. Like on almost every other miniature decides to have a garment like this. All right, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Just like that. All right. Okay. Flesh colors are done. They look okay. I'm not thrilled with her chin. Let's see if we can get her chin a little bit more here. There we go. And like I said, if you don't get a second coat of this Barbarian Flesh on top of the gray, it's going to look chalky. And I don't like chalky. There we go. Perfect. That's the deal. Just like that. I've only been playing D&D for 2 years, I think now. I just tried out Star Trek RPG on Sunday, though. That was really cool. I have not played that one yet. I'll have to take a look at that. I try to imagine gaming sessions like movies with cutscenes and back and forth between characters and storylines, but I try to get to the players to help tell the story. True. That's fun, is when the players actually do some of the storytelling in themselves, where they're actually going back and forth. That's pretty cool. That's neat to see. I haven't tried the Star Trek one. What are some of the big hooks in that one? It'd be interesting to hear about and read about that. I love building little cliffhangers and cutting away. I left everybody a cliffhanger last Saturday. We're about to fight a important member of a city. That is where they're at in the next one. Let's see here. He's got his own way of thinking, and it just isn't going to be. It doesn't jive with the way that it probably should. All right, we're gonna get some more of this skeletal bone here. I'm gonna paint some more of that on here, because we got to go back to the computer here and take a look at this thing. Hopefully, you guys are seeing a good picture on that computer. So this comes down. Oh wow, that's all green. Okay, we're gonna paint that green. I'm just gonna leave this. This is all just gonna be green. That's gonna be cool. And this is gonna be that color again, going to green, and then what? Oh, it's gonna be a darker green down here, and then these are gonna be brownish. All right, we'll see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Let's grab some paint and have some fun. Let's hit these up. That's right. Just about to take on the creepy. Yes, just about to take on a creepy alchemist. That is what they're about to do. See, son, since my wife is watching, I can't tell you much more. No, I'm kidding. So we're going to come down here, get some of this boot. But I don't want to go all the way into the boot because the other part of the boot is a different color. Come right to the edge of that boot. That's the plan here. Oofda. Let's get this right. Paint this up right in there. Okay. Coming around the back. Okay, this is gonna be tough. Try to get in there. Good news is if I hit the thing above it, it's not the end of the world. Put some paint in there. There we go. There we go. I think we're good. Yes. Okay, we're gonna get some more over on this side. Up we go into there. All right. It's hard to see with that canopy of these levy type things here. Come up again into it, just like that. We're gonna go underneath here. Let's have to be careful because I don't want to hit the flesh that I've put there already. Alright, okay. I think we're doing good. Switch this brush because I don't trust myself. It's part of painting. Know your limitations. There we go. Oh, wow. Alright. That's all green. That's going to be green up to there. Alright, I think we're doing okay so far. I think things are going okay here. Apologize, I keep hitting that camera, but the camera's right next to me. I'm trying to paint this, which is where I want it. Actually, no, I need to get down in there. Okay. Oof. I'm not sure how much you are seeing this. I apologize. Let's see what we can do. There we go. There we go. I don't know. I think that'll be okay. That'll be okay. Okay. Now these are just the base coats I'm putting on. Of course, we're going to try to touch this up a little bit as we go. That's be our plan. I want to get some more of this. I want the bigger brush back because I want to go underneath here. We need to get some of this because I can kind of see. Now, interestingly, I haven't even touched the wings yet, just because the wings are out there. I want to try to start getting from the inside of the miniature out. That's my plan. That's why I'm kind of starting from the inside of the miniature. I find that to be more productive. Alright, I think we're getting close. There we go. Okay. The bottom's done. That stuff's done. Okay, let's take a look. See how we're doing here. Okay. Yep. Yep. Yes. Alright, the sword looks very similar in the same color, but I'm not going to do it like that. We are going to do it, I'm going to paint it gold. That's our plan. I think it'd be kind of cool to have this like goldish. Actually, I'm going to paint it silver, and maybe I'll paint it with a, I might do that metal medium again to kind of give it like a yellowish metal color. That'll be what I do. So it's not actually going to be gold, but it's going to be like a yellow steel. Maybe or should I be blue steel, like a, no, yellow steel would be fine. And then up here, we're going to want to do some kind of lightning effects. I don't know. We'll figure that out. We're going to do the wings last. So right now, we're going to go in with green. Green is next. Not gold. Okay. Not gold. We already got a vote for not gold by the person who's in charge here. Not gold. Oh, not gold. Okay. Then I'll do a yellow. I'll make it maybe a metallic yellow color. Now I'm going to get that green. Okay, we're going to use orc green. That'll be awesome. Put contrast over silver base coat for the sword. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Here's our idea. We're going to go with that. That's going to be the plan. I like that a lot. We're going to put contrast orc flesh. Now we're going to go to our contrast paints. I like the orc flesh on top of this. We're going to see how this goes. I like the silver. I'm going to do that. Silver with it. Good to have everybody back. Good to have everybody back. Oh, excuse me. We got our green. And it's been approved. Thank you all. Yes, my plan is to paint the mini. This is true. All right, so for this, we're going to get just these parts here, these leaves, with this green. That's going to be the plan here. And the green does come all the way down. That's the deal here. Comes down there like that. Perfect. Okay, good. Let's turn the mini a little bit. Okay, I want to get green right here. There we go. Green there. Get some green. Oh boy. Alright, there's some green under here. Let's see if we can get to it. Close, not did anything else. Oh, I think we did it. Get it in there, get it green. Good job, Barrett. Hey, thanks. A little more green. Yes, no contingency. Also, the way the mini needs to be approved. Yes, this mini needs to be approved. If we had a drinking game where if you took a shot every time I had a plan, yes, that would be absolutely astronomical. That would be astronomical. All right. Continue on. Let's see here. A little more green on that belt. I think that belt's going to stop there. That'll be fine. Yep, perfect. Now the green is also on the armband. Thank you. I was calling it. Couldn't even forget the name. It was Matt. Thank you. I believe you're the one who helped me with armband, a word that now should probably be in my vocabulary more than it is. You know, it's not too tough to remember. Green armband coming around and around and around right there. Boom. You guys, everybody can't see that, I'm sure, because it's covered up by the base, but I could see it, and that's all that mattered. There we go. Yes, every time I say armband. All right. Sad news. I think I'm done with the armband. There you go. A little strip there. I love it. Love it. It's good to have a wide vocabulary. Ryan, nice to see you. Thank you for joining. We are painting up a Heroforge miniature. This is... Oh, I'm getting paint on myself. That's awesome. I will say, I do want to say one thing about this miniature, which I like about it. I do like the fact you can customize these miniatures, and they are, as you can see, paintable, which is pretty sweet. You've missed a couple oofdas so far. A couple oofdas already. You did miss a couple, because some of the oofdas was trying to paint in places that were tough. I like the miniatures a lot. This one my wife picked up on Heroforge, so this is my wife did buy this one off Heroforge. They're kind of expensive, but they do a pretty good job of really making you get what you want, which is pretty cool. If you really, really want this, a couple of my friends picked up a couple of minis on Etsy for way less, and they look great too. I could probably go get them near the end of the stream so you can check them out. That means I'm going to be leaving here for a couple seconds and running back in and probably tripping over things and killing myself. But that's okay. Everything is for you. Everything is for you. They turned out really well. My friend painted them up and they looked pretty nice. He said there was a few, he had to glue some of the stuff together. I think they're all resin models or something, or from 3D printers. And they turned out pretty good. But some of the points of contact were a little iffy. So I'm wondering, as time goes, their miniature may break. I hope not. I know his sword, when I show you the miniature, you'll see one of the sword was like, it was just put the sword in and hope it glued. I mean, it was like, okay. Where this all comes in exactly like this, which is kind of neat. Yes. Being a Minnesotan, it's kind of hard not to say the oof does. All right. Let's continue on with our mini here and see what we need to do. We are going to go continuing with the green, because I know there's a green up on top here. I know she has, I think that's green up there. Let's check this out. It is not green. I almost screwed up. All right. Thank goodness for the internet. All right. That is a continuation of the sash up here on top. I didn't realize that. I'm going to push this back so I don't dip my hand in it again. This is a continuation of the sash up here. So we're just going to kind of lightly paint a little bit of that up without hitting her face. Okay, I don't like the point on that brush. That was a terrible point. Let's rub that brush right so I get a nice point on it. There we go. Somebody last week asked me how I get the point on my brushes. Well, first, like I said, it's always the brush itself is one thing. But then whenever I wet one of these things, I'll roll it on a piece of paper and just twist it as I go. And that gives me a point at the end. That's the deal. What are your preferred paints, he asks. That's the deal. Can you maim yourself instead of killing yourself there? Very true, very true. I should be able to prevent that. I'll make sure to do that. What are my preferred paints? My preferred paints right now are contrast paints. I love the contrast paints. They are my favorite by far, because they both paint and wash at the same time. And like I've always said, I'm not going for golden brush awards or anything. I just want to get these minis to the table. That's the deal. This one we're taking a little more time on because I want to make it perfect. That's the plan. So I'm taking a little bit more time on this one, but most of the time I just do contrast. What I call my painting. My painting is called the slop and drop approach. I slop some paint on, and we drop it on the table, and play some games. That's the deal. That's where it all comes from. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Don't like that got hit, so let's go back under here. There we go. All right. That is false, not bossy. Wanting perfection is all. Huh. There's still some more of that here. Let's see what we can use. Currently using Reapers. Yes, that was I looked into Reapers a while ago, and I decided that, well, okay. So here's the deal. Spawn, thank you so much for the donation. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for painting and hanging out time. I got to go. Best luck on the mini. Thank you so much. If you're interested in seeing a picture of the mini, send me an email. I will send you a picture of the mini, and once it's done, if you're interested in seeing it, I'll shoot it from a couple angles for you so you can take a look, see what you think. And then, yeah, we'll go from there if you're interested in seeing it. Cool. Thank you so much for hanging out. Super awesome to see you. That was amazing. I super appreciate it. You're the best. Thank you so much. Back to the paints. Okay, so have you ever had a fudge? No, I've never had a fudge puppy. I'm currently using Reaper paints because the first ones I got, and those are great. When I started painting, I had multiple choices. I had Reapers. Because my local hobby store called The Source down in Roseville, Minnesota, had Reaper minis. They had Army Painter. They had GW. They had they had one other kind too, but I don't remember the name of it. And so I actually, they had like model paints too or something. Like they have these model air paints. These are another one they had. I picked up some of those too. I actually don't think I have any Reaper paints. The reason why is because at the time I went with GW because I was painting Warhammer minis and I thought I'm going to use that. Was it the right call? I don't know. Then, so down the line, all of a sudden I decided they had a sale one day on a full set of Army Painter paints, which are all right here. These are all my Army Painter paints. This is a full set of the Army Painter stuff. So I picked those up, and since then I decided not to look back on those. So I use Army Painter paints, but I don't use the washes. They have some of these washes. Some of them are okay, but they're not, I don't really like these. A fudge puppy is a chocolate-covered Belgian waffle on a stick that you could apparently get at the Minnesota State. Well, I don't go to the Minnesota State Fair. That's one of the problems. I don't go to the State Fair. I avoid the fair like the plague. I'm not a fan of the fair, not because of anything more than just I don't want to pay for something. I don't want to pay to get into some place and then pay to eat there too. I'm like, why am I paying to get into a place where all I'm going to do is pay to eat? So I decided not to do that. I've never met anyone who has tried one. If I ever get a chance to, I will try one, and I will report on it. I will report on it for you, but I can't guarantee. So, back to the paint. Sorry, a little tangent. So that's what happened. Then I've been painting with the Army Paint paints for so long until Contrast came out, and I started painting with the Contrast, fell in love with them, I've been painting since. And the Speed Painter ones from Army Painter are very similar to Contrast paints, and I would probably... I have not tried them, so I don't know if this is true or not. I would guess longevity on those paints are going to be better than the Contrast paints, mainly because my Army Painter set has lasted way longer than anything from GW. I've got a whole tray. All this back here is all GW paints and like things I use. These used to be all GW paints that I used to paint with. Tons and tons of them back here. And they're all dried out. Every one of them. So I don't have any more just regular GW paints unless I bought them recently. So that is why I don't. And so the Army Painter paints I've had forever, and they haven't gone bad. So it's probably because they're in the dropper bottles that actually seal, as opposed to the Armor Painter pots where, I don't know, maybe air gets in there or something, or the paint just dries out inside. I don't know what the deal is, but it seems like the GW ones do eventually dry out on me. Now I don't know how. I haven't really had too much issues with the Contrast ones drying out, probably because it's very more liquid in them. I have a tendency more to spill them on my pants more than anything else. So then I have to go get new pants. That's about it. They do look fun, and I would say they're very similar to the speed paints. So whichever ones you can get a hold of are probably going to be just fine. They're probably going to work very, very similar, is my guess. Yes, that is another thing. That was why I wasn't sure when I first originally did it if I chose right, because Reaper are in dropper paints, which are pretty cool. They're pretty neat. That works out really well. All right, let's get to seeing what we're doing here. What have I got? I got purple hair. Oh, I noticed something I missed. Let's go check it out. I have to paint her other wrist bracelet over here. I didn't see one on this side. Got to get this. So much I can put on the brush at one time and get it in there. There we go. Paint it right in there. Alright, we got some green in there. Perfect. A little bit more. And I also noticed that her sash comes over here as well. So we're going to get a little... I think I got it though. No, I think we're good on the sash over there. Okay. I think we're good with the green for now. We are going to put some green down here on the base eventually. The base is going to be a whole nother extravaganza here. Oh, there's her leaves on the bottom of her feet. I forgot about those. Oh my gosh, how could I forget about those? She's got feet leaves. We got to get the feet leaves. That's what this stuff is right here. This is all feet leaves. Feet leaves right here. This is all feet leaves. Oop, that's a little thick. See how thick that is? I got to fix that soon. Maybe a little too much on my brush here. That's okay. We'll fix it. Feet leaves coming down. There we go. Try to soak up some of it. There we go. You can always go back and soak up what you don't use. Okay, now I'm going to try to get in here. Here we go. Let's see if we do this. Alright, well, I think we did okay. We got around. Kind of like the Beach Boys, I got around. Except they get around. I just got around. There we go. Just in there. Little leaves on the feet again. Right like that. Fairy armor, not feet leaves. I see. I see. Fairy armor, not feet leaves. Got it. Jim Gafferin is a Minnesota State Fair. Is at the Minnesota State Fair on August 31st. That may be a reason to go and get fudge puppies, of course. Ah, maybe I might have to do that. We shall see. We shall see. But I may have some bad news for you, Dan. I may not make it to the State Fair again this year, because I have a tendency to go to the Renaissance Festival. I enjoy that. We go there and we look at some of the artists and all the artwork that's there. We really enjoy it. It's a pretty cool place. We do that more often. Not to mention you can get cool looking mugs made out of lacquered wood, which is pretty sweet. This is the Fairy Barbarian. T. Clark, welcome. I'm glad you could make it. Yes, let me show you what we are painting today. We are going to be painting this. Hopefully you can see it when I bring up my computer. That is the plan. That is what we are attempting to go for. I'll tell you right now, she is not going to have those eyes. I am not going to try to paint those kind of eyes or teeth. That's not going to happen. I'm going to just, it's just going to be like that. And this is, that's the plan right there. We're going to see if we can do it. We're on track here though so far. We're moving along. Moving along. A Barf-arian, if you will. Hopefully it does not turn out that way. Nice piece. Thank you. Yes, this is from Heroforge. This is a Heroforge mini we are painting up. I've never done this before, so we're going to see how it goes. Jim Gaffigan is great. He's a bit of a Hot Pockets. On Hot Pockets is classic. Oh, all right. I'll have to take a look. I'll have to take a look at that. Thank you for the recommendation. I will take a look, Matt. Give me something to do. Let's see here. Oh, I should look at her feet again. What are her feet got on her? Okay, they're going to be gray. Oh, she kind of... I like the... Oh, is that green? Well, I got a plan. Okay. We're going to go back to here. We're going to give it a shot here. All right. We're going to go more green feet here. I'm going to paint the whole thing green, but we're going to come back and hit it with a different color in certain places to really make stuff stand out. That's going to be the plan. Again, trying to get where I can see here. Oh, love the Hot Pocket bit. Hot Pocket bit. Maybe my wife and I will go to that. Then get a fudge puppy. Okay. I've decided I don't like the green on that one, so we're going to repaint this a little bit later. We're going to do that later. I like it better. I got a different idea. I think it's going to be better. Okay. We're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to that later. Okay. Let's continue. Where are we going to go next? let's get... Should we start on these wings? Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Or should we do the hair? Let's do the hair. Let's do the hair. Hair will be easy. I say that, and this could all go down a blaze of glory here. Let's see here. I've got Magus purple, or I've got Shalesh purple. So, Saish purple. So do I want dark purple or light purple? That is the question. I could, you know what I might do? I'm going to go dark purple, and then... Oh, I have to start that? I have not started that yet. I have not started Picard yet. The second season. I watched the first season, of course, completely, but I haven't watched the second one. That's the deal. I have to watch the second one. I'm excited to. But I've been watching a lot of other stuff, so I have to catch up on that. And I just got to watching, was it Space Force, the second season of Space Force, which was absolutely amazing. I'm a huge fan of that show. It was pretty fun. All right. Which one is shiniest? My wife wants to know which one. Robin wants to know which one is shiniest. I can make them both shiny. We want shiny hair. Shiny hair. Okay, if we want shiny hair, then we're going to go a little different route here. Shiny hair. Okay. Kind of a metallic purple, maybe? A little metallic in it. And we're going to go a different route. We're going to grab our metal medium, but I'm just going to put a little bit in it. Remember how we did that purple hand last time on this guy? I'm going to put less of metal in it, but that way it'll look somewhat shiny, and not as much purple. That'll be it. Can you add glitter? No, there's no glitter anywhere in my house. I refuse to have glitter in my house. I do not like glitter. That's the deal. Have you finished learning Bard songs? See you, Barrett. No, I have not started learning Bard song yet. Sadly, I have not got my Bard song. I got all the extras, but I did not get the game, so that made me sad. It, in theory, has the shipping label printed. I'm sure people have seen that before from FedEx, and then who knows when you're getting the game. So that's where I am on that game, which is too bad. All right, metallic purple. Here we go. No glitter. No glitter anywhere. That's the deal. No glitter. No glitter. So, all right, so we're going to put a couple drops of metal medium in here. 1, 2. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please do not spoil it. But yes, good to hear it's a good season. I'm good to hear it's a good season. And we're going to grab this purple again. This is the same purple you used the other day on this. So we're just going to put one little drop, though. Last time I tried to put a drop of this in, it like went absolutely everywhere. I'm going to put it over here. There we go. Actually, I did pretty good this time. Okay. So we're going to mix that together here. And we're going to try to slop it in there. Might need more purple. Actually, no. I think I'm going to be doing just good here. I think that's going to be pretty good. Might be almost too metallic-y, which is okay, because I can always go over with some purple. Okay, here we go. We'll see what we think. Purple metallic. There we go. Not dark enough. We'll darken it up later. I got a plan for that. Okay, we're going around. We get all this hair. It's a lot of hair. A lot of hair. A lot of hair. Alright, it's getting pretty good. I think that's looking okay. I'm going to make it a little bit darker though as we go here. I got a plan later. Metallic purple. Down there a little bit there. I think we're doing pretty good here. Right there. Go underneath a little bit. Now the good news, you don't really have to get fully underneath some of these miniatures because you're not really going to see it. Bummer. You're going to see that. All right. Well, I got a perfection. That's pretty good. Wow. I have to get in between those wings. Okay, I can maybe turn this and get it from underneath here. Oofda. Okay. Get around there. Okay, there you go. Okay, the only thing left is the top of her head now. Now the question is, we want the purple a little bit darker later on. And if so, I can do something about that later on. All right. Or do we want it lighter? Or we could make it darker, and I can also make it lighter at the same time. I got some pretty good plans here. Coming in right there. Right across the forehead there. I think I hit her face. That's awesome. We'll fix that later. Nope, I didn't. We're good. Paint right over that. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Purple hair for the win here, man. Oh my gosh, this is looking real good. I'm pretty impressed with this. I like it when, you know, one of my favorite things about painting is when you're trying something and it works fantastic. You like feel like a genius. It's amazing when that happens. Of course, there are many times when you paint something and you go, wow, that didn't work at all. Then you got to restart again, and that's totally fine. Or I shouldn't say you have to start again, but you're just a little disappointed with how it turned out. And that's okay. That happens too. Okay, I think we're getting close to the end of this hair. That hair didn't take too long. Quick, easy, and painless, just like that. Somehow I managed to hit the wings, but I can fix that. Just got to get right there. There we go. Okay, we're going to let that dry for just a second, a little bit here. Oh boy. All right, there we go. How about black highlights? Black highlights. I'll have to try that maybe. We'll see. Ah, Robin agrees. Yes, she does. Baron, did you see my post on a random channel on Discord? No, I did not. I did not see that. I'll have to check it out. What did you say? I did not see that. All right. So I'm going to take some of that gray. Gray sear gray. We have that. We have that somewhere. Let's see here. My gray sear gray is somewhere. Ah, right here. Got it. Shake that guy up a little bit. What we're going to do with this is we are going to paint over the parts that I accidentally hit with the gold. That's the plan. Or not the gold, the purple here. So if we look at the wings, we're going to look all the way around the wings. See how I hit this wing here terribly? Look at this. Absolutely terrible. Look at that. Hit it. Hit it purple. They're not purple wings. So we're going to paint over that with this gray sear gray. It'll be just like priming the Mini. Except I need more because it's metallic. Metallics are always a little bit harder to paint over the top of. You know, I might use the same purple up in the lightning bolt. I think that'll be part of the deal. I think that'll be pretty cool. Alright, that's done. So far I think we're getting there. Have to figure out what I'm going to do about that. Okay, so now what we need to do, we have a few things left to do here. It's a picture of an envelope that I found on the wall of a shower while I was removing the tile in the bathroom renovation. Really? That's pretty funny. Do I dare ask what was in the envelope? That would be the worst thing. What's in the box? What's in the box? It's fun movie, if anybody's seen that one. I shouldn't say fun movie. It was definitely not a fun movie, but it was a good movie. I think it was 7. I think is the name of the movie. It's a good movie. All right. The vision has been realized and it has been perfected. And that's the plan. Now, the wings. Let's look at our wings here. Boy. Let's see. Here is our picture of our fairy. We are working on the wings. The wings are going to also be that same color, but I'm going to have to go through each one of these areas here and put some black on it or something. Let's see here. And if we spin it, notice that we have some different colors on the back. In a certain place we have a couple brown like wings. which is fine. I can deal with that. And then, of course, we have that. Let's do the metal right now. I think that'll be better. Let's go back to that. Let's go to the metal. See what we can do with that. All right. I'm officially in a supernatural horror movie. That's awesome. So it's like some Oogie Boogie type envelope. That's pretty sweet. It's nothing in the envelope. I just hope I didn't unlock a curse. I hope so too. I would hate for you to be cursed. That's no good. Curses are no fun. I've never been cursed, so I don't know. But I'm going to guess they're no fun. I've heard they're no fun. That's the rumor I've heard. Let's see here. I need some more of that Gray Seer Gray. I want to get the base while we're here. Because I painted right here. I painted green on the base. I don't like it on green. Only Kermit the Frog likes being green. But it's not easy, you know. That's the deal. Okay, I think that's good. There you go. Is the color of the wings in the line black or ebony brown? That's a great question. I don't know. I could paint them either one. I think I like the brown idea. I think I like the brown. I might. Oh nope. They're gonna be black. They're gonna be black. Black is gonna be the plan. I think is what we're gonna do on that one. Black is the deal. Black is the deal. All right. We're gonna see what we can do about that. You know what I might do? This might be. I'm gonna cheat. I might cheat, and sadly, you might not see it on film. I might cheat. They have at my local place a like super like delicate tipped marker, and so if I can paint this entire thing that brown, that same color we used, and then I can take a marker and just draw all those different things instead of using a paintbrush. We're going to try the paintbrush first, but if it starts going downhill fast, I might switch to that approach. And that's going to be the plan. It's going to be perfect. Thank you. I appreciate the whoops, that's the wrong button. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Vote of confidence. All right, so we're going to paint all these wings this color, and we'll go through and figure out any other colors after we do that. This shouldn't take too long to paint all these. By the time I get done with one side, the other side should be dry. There we go. Or crayon. Matt thinks crayon would work. I think, Matt, I'm not sure, but I don't think crayon is going to work. It says crayon. Oh, that'd be awesome if it worked like that. I do know sometimes you can get 3D printed models that are like painted already, like the ink is like the printing stuff is actually different colors, and it prints it in different colors, which is pretty sweet. We have to pick up one of those. Crack me up, sidewalk chalk. I like that. Hey Barrett, looking good. What's the next playthrough you'll be posting? Great question, Pavel. Powell Family Farm. I've got some awesome stuff coming. I was hoping to have Bard Song ready, but Bard Song did not come to me on time. It was supposed to come, I thought, this week. I was all set to start recording it, and then I opened the box, and it was just the like extras. Super sad and disappointed. So tomorrow I am recording the first episode of our Nemesis campaign playthrough. We're playing with the android and the... Oh no, is it the android? It's the... Yeah, the android and the xenobiologist through the campaign. We're going to see how we do. I loved the Untold Stories Volume 1 campaign. It was super cool, and I'm hoping this one's equally as cool. Will it be? We'll find out. Any news on Hunters? There is some news on Hunters. I don't have any news. That's the deal. I don't have any news on Hunters yet. No janitor? Nope, not a janitor. The android got the most votes in the Patreon. I let them decide kind of one of the characters, or actually both of them. The android got the most votes, and then and then there are like four other ones: xenobiologist, the janitor, and I can't remember the other one. All got one vote. So we're gonna go with the android for sure, and then I chose then since it was a tie. I get a little bit of power, not much, not a lot of power. If you're interested, like my Discord gives you the chance to vote on these kind of things, so you can kind of like I'll still do the playthroughs. Of course, everybody will always see the playthroughs. I'm never going to hide a playthrough, behind my Patreon. But I give people the ability to give me ideas as to what they want to see on the playthrough that way. So that's pretty cool. You voted for the janitor. I am so sorry, Matt. Oh no, that's terrible. Are you going to do a playthrough of Sleepy Hollow? My wife asks. I do have that game. I'd like to get the minis paint. Maybe we'll do a painting of the Sleepy Hollow miniatures next week. And then I can maybe get that game to the table. Because that game looks pretty fun. I haven't had a chance to try it yet, though. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, Matt, you're hilarious. You're hilarious. That's pretty funny. Sadly, it never actually tells me who actually votes for what when I'm doing that, which is kind of interesting. Alright, we got one set of the wings painted the color we want them. That's going to be the deal there. Now, I'm going to try something on these wings, and we can see if it gets an upvote or a downvote once I'm done. We're going to go over to this wing now and do this. I need more paint. I'm out of paint. Boom. More paint. There we go. I wanted to try Sleepy Hollow, that's why I asked. Okay. Looks like we're playing Sleepy Hollow sometime this week. That'll be fun. My Robin wants to play Sleepy Hollow. We'll play Sleepy Hollow. I have to learn it, though it shouldn't be too tough. Though I have heard rumors the rulebook isn't the greatest on that game. But I think we should be able to figure it out. Not the end of the world. Will Robin be on the stream? That's a great question. Maybe I should get her on the stream. I'll get her on there someday. Someday we'll get her on here. Maybe not the painting episodes. I want the live plays. Maybe I'll do a recording of the first Sleepy Hollow. Maybe she can join me on the second one. We'll see how it goes. Be kind of fun. See if it works out. Alright, we're slowly getting these wings done. Now, if I had a bigger brush, I could paint even more on here, but I don't. And that's okay, because I'm normally not painting things this, like the big giant wings like this. And I do have bigger wings, or bigger wings. I don't have bigger wings. I do have bigger brushes, but I just don't, I don't think I need to use it on this. Like, I've got this guy. This guy's a lot of control. I don't think I need to use him on her. That would have been something else. So we're not going to use that. Almost done with this color. Maybe we need more paint pretty soon. There we go. Just like that. And just like that, we almost got the second side of the wings done. That's pretty sweet. We can get more paint. Just make sure when you learn Sleepy Hollow, you don't lose your head. Don't lose my head. That's pretty awesome. Oh my gosh, that'd be great. I'm more of a snarky comment person on the live chat than a participant. That's true. She's very good at that. A guest appearance by Robin would be awesome. But we could have twice the oof does. This is true. Twice the oof does. She is not as much of an oofda person as I am, though. I'll tell you that right now. I am more of the oofda person. Almost done. Just underneath here, and we should be complete. So we get these wings painted up. And then I'm going to try something on one, on the wings on the other side, and see what we think. Though it might still be a little wet for that. We'll see. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll work on the outfit here. We've got to do some stuff with the outfit still. And we also got to put a wash on the face. That's be the deal. Okay. I think the wings are all painted. From all the directions. Top even. Top, yeah. Side, side. There we go. There you go. 15%. Yep, you get 15% more oof does. That's still bonus oof does. Same value. Oh, Matt, you're awesome. Gotta love the oof does. All right. Okay. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to use this color. We're going to see if this makes... I keep hitting that same paint over and over again with my arm. Amazing. We're going to use this one right here. And we're going to paint this delicately into the sides of these. So, well, if we look at our miniature again here, at the magic computer I've got here, You can see these things right here. The paint I'm about to use might not be as dark as this. We'll see what I can do about that. That'll be the plan. We'll see what I can do. So, I imagine Robin is less of an oofta person and more of a rolling her eyes at Barrett when he planned goes, yes, this is actually very true. We actually just finished the initiative, mainly because she did it. I kind of sat back and watched her do it, because she's really good at those kind of things. You betcha, don't you know? She could go through that. Yes, very accurate. We just finished the initiative. It was a fun game. I enjoyed the initiative. I didn't think that the card play on the board part was all that it could be. And the first half of the game could very well be a fun family game. I wouldn't say it was super challenging for adults. But I know that kids and with adult help could probably have really enjoyed it. The book that it came with, kind of the story that drove the initiative, made you play the game, the initiative to play the game, that was really cool. Because there was puzzles not only in the game, but also in that book too. So it kind of all worked together as one thing. It was really cool. I like that aspect of it. But again, the first half of it was a little bit easy. It was a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be. And then it does have some replay value because they have these like individual scenarios, but since they don't tie to the book, I'm not sure we're going to really get into them. We'll see. It might be fun to pull out. It is a fast game. You can usually get at least one of those scenarios done every about 15 minutes or something if you really worked at it. So it's kind of cool. Could we mix in some oh yeahs and you betcha? Yeah. Well, you betcha. You betcha you get some of those. All right. Let's get back down here and work. Gotta get some work done here. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. We're going to try to do this. We're going to try to just kind of follow this line here and see if this is dark enough. I don't think it's going to be dark enough. No. Not even close. I'm going to need darker than this. Huh. Yeah. That's terrible. I'm going to go a little bit brighter than that. Oh, that was a perfect color, I thought. Let's see. What can I get? I've got this. It's Army Green. You know, Army Green might work. Army Green might work. Let's see how this works. This might actually work. Oh, this might actually work pretty good. Probably, and I suppose, mixed with a long, drawn-out Minnesotan goodbye. Yes, there's a long, drawn-out Minnesota goodbye. We say goodbye for at least 10 minutes standing at the door. It kind of drives me bonkers sometimes. But that's the way we do it. That's how I do it here. Is this more Madara minis? No, Steve, I'm sorry. We're not doing Madara minis today. This is actually a Heroforge mini that my wife bought, made up herself. She made this mini herself. And then we are going to paint it. And what is it going to look like when it's done? In theory, this. That is in theory what it's supposed to look like when it's all done. Is it going to? We shall see. Giving myself about a 50-50 on this one. There's a lot going on there. A lot going on. We'll see if I can do it. That'll be our big plan here. We'll see if I can do it here. So, yes, the question is more Madara minis, so no. My grandmother used to end a phone conversation with, and that's all, in a drawn-out Brooklyn, New That's pretty awesome. I love it. All right. Let's try this. I think this is going to be a better green. Let's try to go down. Okay, we're going to try to go right down this thing. Here. I'm going to try to put a little edging on it here. Yeah, oh, that's a little bit too much, but that's okay. I got a plan. I can go over it. I can go back over that. I think that's the green we want right there. Well, a little bit too much, but that's okay. I can fix that later. We're just going to kind of get the edge here. There we go. Okay, let's try again, because I did not do well on that one. There we go. That's way better. Oh, that one turned out way better. Okay. Let's continue on to the next one here. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking too much right now. See a lot in the chat going on. That's awesome. I'm just not very good at freehanding. See if we can get it right. Oops. All right. That's not too bad. All right, we're okay with that so far. So far, I'm okay with it. I love Minnesota. Did some family vacations at Leech Lake. Oh, there's a Brooklyn, Minnesota, isn't there? I don't know. Just FYI, if the red spots on her back, spots on the back of the wings are a mistake, I must click the wrong. I didn't catch it. Ah, that's good to know. Minnesota, we have a Brooklyn Park and a Brooklyn Center. Ah, there we go. Yep, looking good. Thank you. I had something in the back of my mind that there's a Brooklyn, Minnesota. Yes, I do not know. If there, who knows? There probably is somewhere. No, I have never met a Brooklyn, Minnesota yet. Not yet. We're gonna freehand this. I'm not very good at freehanding, so we'll see how this goes here. I'm better at slopping paint on and dropping on the table than freehanding something. There we go. I think we're doing okay there. I think I got it. All right. Now we have to come up here and do it a little bit. There you go. I think it'll be okay. You're always your own critic, remember, whenever you paint. You will always see your own imperfections. That's the way this works. Just like everything else. One left. Let's get this right. This morning, my son and I and my wife, we all watched Moon Knight together. That was a good one. Big fan of that. I have to admit, I don't know a ton about him. I know a little bit from back in my HeroClick days. I kind of almost want to watch it again to see all the stuff I missed. It's a shame it's too small to mask. Yes. Every time I think I do a real good job, I look at it and I realize I didn't have any paint on the brush, which is kind of funny. So almost good, but not quite. Oh, that one's terrible. Kind of really made a mistake in there, but that's okay. We'll fix that with that. We can re-go over that. Be just fine. Okay, and that looks okay. That one did pretty good on. Almost done here, and then I got to go back and fix some of this because some of this looks like junk here. Okay. I do like the army green. I think that was the right call on this one. And technically they're kind of leaves, so whether I get it perfect or not is not the end of the world because, you know, they're leaves. Leaves are always a little different, right? There we go. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Oofta. Probably totally off camera there on that one. That's the deal. Alright, let's see now. Okay, so she's looking a little bit better here. She's got that green around here. Now, the one thing is I have to fix this one right here. Not too fan of that one. This one's got a little bit out of control too. So I got to fix a little bit of that. Nice work, Baron. Bill, here's Colin's personal painter. Yes, Bill paints some of. Colin sends out some of his stuff to a painter named Bill. If you're interested in seeing some of his work, check out some of the painted stuff Colin's done. Our Descent playthrough had him. He did the models on that one. He also did the models on which other one did he do? He just did Townfolk Tussle. I'm actually probably going to borrow his copy and do a game of that someday. He did those middles. Absolutely, his painting is just phenomenal. Absolutely out of control. I love it. Absolutely love it. I don't have the patience and the time to be able to paint as well as he does. He's got so many cool techniques I probably don't even know about. All right, we're going to get some more of this skeletal horde here. And we're going to start fixing this miniature again. Let me fix this up a little bit. There we go. Oh! Yes, Bill is a fantastic... I'm sorry, Bill, I misunderstood who was... You were the one in the chat. I thought somebody said, like, oh, you should check out Bill's stuff. I'm like, yeah, you should check out Bill's stuff. Bill's stuff is awesome. Bill, it's awesome to see you. Thank you for joining. Oh, man. Awesome to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, we are working on a Heroforge miniature tonight. It's my wife's Barbarian that she plays, her fairy Barbarian. Colin's personal painter. Colin does send out quite a few things to Bill. Bill does such a great job that I don't see why. I don't even sometimes wonder why I'm even painting when I should just be contacting Bill and have him do it. Except that actually is a nice relaxing hobby is about the only reason I still kind of paint my stuff. I really enjoy kind of doing it myself sometimes. Alright, we got to fix some of this up here a little bit. Super awesome to have you, Bill. Thank you so much. Yes, if you're interested in anything Bill has done, please go check out some of our playthroughs that we did together. Also on the One Stop Co-op Shop, Colin has quite a few of his up there. He also did the Death May Die stuff. If you haven't seen any of Colin's Death May Die stuff, that's all his stuff too, which is bonkers good. Oh my gosh. When he showed me some of that, that was so good. So, really awesome stuff. Yes, you do fantastic work. Fantastic work. I should learn some of your neat techniques. I bet you got stuff I don't even know about. Does he keep the cabinet just pulls out when he needs minis painted? Pretty much. Looking good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Painting return to Dark Tower form now. That's right, you are, and that's pretty cool. I got to play that with him before he sent it off, so I was pretty excited about that because that's a super fun game. For those that haven't tried that one yet, I was hesitant on that one. I didn't actually back that one because I wasn't sure I was going to like Dark Tower. But after playing with Colin, we had a blast. It was a fantastic game. I'm actually wanting to get that onto the channel. I might even have him play it with me live. I think that'd be a lot of fun because we just drop the little things into the top, which is pretty sweet. And he'll have, of course, fully painted miniature now because Bill's painting them. I saw that you were doing that. That's pretty awesome. I think you will like Townsfolk Tussle. It's sort of KDM light. Yes, this is what I've heard. I've heard it's very KDM light. So we shall see if it works out for me. I know he's got the whole set, so I might have to borrow it from him and put it on my channel. Okay, the only other part we have to fix is right here. This part right here. I kind of hit a little bit too. I got a little bit too out of control with that green. So we're going to go back over here like this. There we go. There you go. And when I'm done here, I might actually throw Bill's Facebook into the comments here if you're interested in getting some stuff done because you don't have the time, effort, or just don't want to. Just don't want to. Some people just don't want to paint. Don't know why that is. Painting's fun. Give him a holler. He does a fantastic job. See, Matt, you could just talk to him. He will paint. Bill will do it for you. Bill will do it for you. That's the deal. Those Townfolk Tussles me floored me at Bill. You managed to get the cartoon. Yes, that was the coolest thing. They looked so much just like the old cartoon. It was so great. Did you return to Dark Tower? Who are you and what did you do? Yes, I did not back it. I did not. Good thing Colin did. Or I'd have missed out. I've been super sad. All right. I think we're good there. I think we got our green on that. Let's check out the miniature that we're trying to make. Here's what we're going for, Bill. This is the deal here. Right there. This is the deal. So my wife has picked out, this is her mini. We are not going to be doing the eyes. I'm not putting the white on here. We're just going to leave that green. This is all going to be green. We kind of did some of this here. I'm not probably going to put, I should probably put that on the legs too because that'd be pretty cool. These, I actually might use a Sharpie for, which I've never used before because I don't know how I'm going to get those all perfect like that, but we'll see. And then on the back side, it's going to look like this. So we've already got the purple and everything. So we're going hard here on this thing. We'll see if we'll continue going here. Go back down, paint up some more here. And that's the deal. And every once in a while my sub pump goes off. Sorry about that, but that's better than being flooded. Here it's like Kenji Studio, who backs almost everything. I back almost close to everything. Almost close to everything, man. Almost everything. Not quite everything, but almost. Let's see here. All right, so we got the hair the way we want it. We got the wings. We're going to do the wings. Okay, we're going to do the bottom of these feet here first. Let's get these. I'm going to try to paint right in here and get these things. I'm just going to put a little line on them. It's going to come down like this. It's like that, and over here the same. That's what they're going to paint. There we go. It looks okay. We'll go with it. I think that's good. And you know what? I'm not even going to put it on the back. You can't really see it. So I'm just going to put another line right down here. Right down there. Call it a day. Remember, we're just going for tabletop, being able to play these games. We're not going for awards. Wouldn't win any awards anyway. Here we go. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I like that. Don't like this down here. I fix a little bit there. Good enough. I think that'll be good. Okay. We're good. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. That looks pretty good right there. Let's see here. So we got the green there. We got the green on the leaves things going on. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Here we go. Now, let's see. The sword. I think we're going to I'm going to put a wash on this first real quick. No, should I do the sword first? Let's do the sword first. Let's do the sword first. So I'm going to take a gunbolt metal here. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use something super... I'm going to use a really cool... I'm going to use this. I'm going to use plate mail metal. This, I think, is the... No, shining silver is actually... Oh, shining silver is even silverier. We want the silveriest stuff we can find. That's what we want. We want shining silver, and that's the deal here. So we're going to get some shining silver onto the little palette here. Okay. Yes, good idea. Oh, good, thanks. That's a great tip. See, look, we're getting tips. I love tips. Bill says, do it. Bill says, use a double X fine point paint ink pen for those wings. Just make sure the ink is permanent ink. That is actually a great... That's actually... It's funny, I was baiting about that. Now, you know, you saying that probably is going to make it happen. Because that's a cool idea. I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to take our silver here, and we're just going to paint this all silver. And then we're going to go over it with a contrast yellow. I think that'll look pretty good. Alright, now I can probably... I'm just going to touch it here. I'm going to do the right along the edge here. Silver. And then we'll switch over to our bigger brush here. That'll be the plan. So we're just going to paint this sword as silver as we can get it. That's going to be our plan here. Silver, silver. Just like that. Trying not to hit the wings. Remember, if you hit anything, it's not the end of the world. You can just go over it again with, like I said, I use the Gray Sear Gray on it. It just makes things a lot easier to use the same color like that. And then you can go over with the contrast. Okay, so now here's the interesting thing. Now, the theory behind this top part is going to be sidewalk chalk. That's funny. Is going to be this kind of yellowish, like lightning bolt stuff coming off the top. So we still kind of want to see the sword through it, but then I also want to make it so as lightning kind of comes off it. That's going to be our plan here. Let's see what we can do. We're going to go back down, take a look here. Paint just like that. See, this is the crew I get to work with, Bill. They're recommending side chalk and crayons. Side chalk and crayons. That's their call. T. Crux is sidewalk chalk. And Matt's giving me crayons idea. I think I'm going to go with Bill's idea of the the pens. I think that's the way to go. Thank you so much, Bill. Thank you so much. You're amazing. I appreciate it. Keep it up, he says. I love it. Thank you so much for the donation. That's amazing. I appreciate it so much. You do great work. And if anybody's interested in anything Bill does, please go check out. I think I did Descent on my channel. And Colin has, of course, Descent on his Townfolk Tussle. And coming soon, the Return to Dark Tower. It's going to be awesome. So check that out. Those are going to be on there as well. I'm going to put a link to his stuff in the description of this video. And of course, anything I do. Don't forget was it Death May Cry? No, not Devil May Cry. What is it? Cthulhu Death May Die. That's the other one that you did, which were awesome. Which is funny because Colin's a huge fan of Death May Die. I think it's fine. I have no problem with it. I'll play it anytime anybody brings it out. I think it's a fun game. It wasn't not one of my biggest games of the year or anything like that. When everybody else, I was the only person that probably didn't love it as much as everybody else did. And that's just me. Sidewalk chalk and crayons are not the plan. Don't worry, Robin, they're not the plan. That's pretty typical, taking advice from someone who knows what they're doing instead of the complete unreasonable. But the peanut gallery is always awesome to get some ideas from. That is for sure. That is true. Okay, now I need a yellow. I've got only 2 yellows, so we have 2 options here. I could go with... Let's see here. All right, how are we going to do this? We need to make it look like this. I've got the purple. I can do the purple no problem. And I can blend it, but I need to blend it into this yellow. I'm wondering how I'm going to do the yellow. I could use the same color I'm using here. Maybe on top of a metal. I think we'll try that. We'll see what we can do about that. I'm going to give it a shot, see how it goes. What's the worst that can happen? Doesn't work out, we try something different, right? So I'm going to have this kind of branching up into here a little bit. So we're going to branch the silver up a little bit, not all the way up though, to about here. Then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do it on this side too. I've got a plan. I'll put this silver up into there. There we go. Now I should probably wait for it to dry a little bit. But where's the fun in that, right? Dry schmry, that's what I always say. Okay. We are going to use... I am going to use a little bit of this skeletal bone. But what we're going to do with it is I'm going to maybe mix it in with this metal and just see what happens. Probably nothing good. We'll mix a little bit of this metal in with it and see what happens here. Probably not going to do a darn thing. Do a little bit. Just a little bit more metal in there. Probably been better to have the metal medium more than this the actual metal. That might work. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, it kind of works a little bit. I think that might be okay. Nope, don't like it at all. Don't like that. I don't like this. Not a big fan. I'm going to go with the metal medium instead. That's the deal. That metal medium is just so awesome. Let's get the metal medium again. One of the greatest things of all time. Metal medium. Go buy it. Super, super cool. A little bit there. And then we're going to take what we didn't use over here. Oh, I already used it all. I wonder if I should use, instead of skeletal bone, if I use real yellow. Nah, I think we'll use skeletal bone. There we go. Yes, the lighting does need to stand out. This is true. So don't worry, I got a plan for that. See? Man, don't worry, I got you covered, man. I got the plan. I got the plan. I got the plan. Okay. Need more metal medium. The problem is the lighter the color, the less the metal medium really makes an effect. And that's okay, because I'm going to blend it with that purple, and I think it's going to look really cool. We're going to come up here with this like this. Same over here. Up a little bit here. Up into here a little bit. Just like that. And that's totally fine. Just like that. There we go. Okay. All around a little bit. Now, with that like that, I'm going to do that metal medium again with this purple. Hopefully there's enough in here still. Oh yeah, okay. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Put that purple back up in here. It's not enough metal medium. There you go. 2 more drops of that. There we go. That's a better color. Just like that. This purple's going to come down, and I should be able to blend it in there if I can. Let's see how good I do. Alright, our goal is to blend this in. What I mean by that is I'm actually going to start hitting, it should hit the wet paint, and it should hopefully, I might have to go back over again with the yellow. That's okay. Yeah, here we go. Good, it's blending in. It's going to blend in. I'm actually going to grab a little bit of this. Yeah, that's going to work. See if we can do this here. Alright, let's see here. So far things are going okay. That's a bit too much. There we go. Okay. I think that's going to be good. Now we're going to get the rest of this purple. We're just going to paint some of the stuff down in here that's purple that I missed. Like the insides of this lightning. And there we go. And then the top of it should be a little bit more bright purple. So I'm going to see if I can get some of the darker purple stuff here. There we go. I want the upper parts darker. Just the tips. There. Alright, so we got this lightning stuff going on. I think it should be okay. It's kind of hard to see with that big... I always have this huge light on top of me so I can see what's going on. Now on top of that, I was thinking of putting a purple wash down this because it just doesn't have the definition that I want on that hair. So I might try to do that, and that's the deal. I shouldn't have played that. I have a plan, drinking game. I think my blood will... Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, there we go. Let's get a little more purple in the middle here. There. There. I think that'll be good. Okay, now we need to paint the sword with a yellow contrast. But I want a light yellow. I don't have a light yellow. So I do have a plan for this. Oh, I come prepared. I come prepared. I have some of this technical contrast medium. This turns any paint into a contrast paint, technically, in theory. In theory. Thank you very much, Bill. Thank you. In theory, that's what this does. So we're just going to kind of spin it. You know, I'm going to get a new one. I'm done with this one. We've been using this one for almost a year now. Time to get a new one out of here. There we go. Got too much random stuff flying around in that one. Especially if I want to clean one of these little areas here, because I'm going to use this right here to make this. All right, so we are going into almost uncharted territory. I think I've used this once before, but I really want to use this again for this. I'm going to put a couple drops of this. I don't know what the ratio of this is supposed to be, but you can put a thin layer of purple Magos contrast on the hair or just the lower parts of the hair. Good idea. That's a good idea. I think we'll do that. I like that better than the wash. We'll try that. So we got the contrast, and I got this yellow. I really want to use just plain yellow here. There we go. We're just going to take a little bit of this, not much, and put it in there. Oh my gosh, that'll be good. There you go. All right, everyone, this is the fate of Laura's in your hands. It's my bedtime, and I can't be surprised by the end tomorrow. Yes, you'll be massively surprised. Massively surprised. Massively surprised. We'll put this right down. Is that almost too yellow? No, I think it'll be fine. She wants kind of a yellowish sword, but not gold. There we go. There. There. Yellow sword. Happiness. Now I'm actually going to dab some of this off. See how it goes. Night. Good night. Good night. Trusting us, I'm starting to question your decision making. Here, Robin. Ah, yes. All right, I think that'll be okay. Now, there is part of her hair I didn't get. Let's go back and get her hair right in here. Of course, that worked really well with that yellow I just put on the sword, so that worked real good. That was a brilliant idea. That's a brilliant idea. Oh my goodness. Wait for your paint to dry before you try to paint other color inside something. Just a little bit of hair right there. There we go. That was good. All right. I just thought. What I'm going to do is get right there. I can't do it. I think we're getting close. Tip number 2, if you have a wash over an area, you should go back with the original color and paint the highlights. If you use a wash, that is not if you're using a wash. That is a good tip. That's a good tip. I should do that. I should do that. Okay. Enough of that. Why won't that work? Give me more purple. I need more purple. I like purple. Purple's a good color. Thank you for the tip. If you use a wash, that is, not if you are a wash. There you go. That's better. Okay. All right. She's getting there. She's getting there. Okay. Now, so I do have all these wings. I want them to stand out. Now, one thing I could do, two options. One, I could go over with a brown wash, just for the heck of it. Or I could leave it this color and go over with a second coat of this color and then use the pen, which I think is what I'm going to do on the wings. The wings are going to get the pen approach. So we're going to go back and see what we can do about this metal hair here. Let's see what... This could be a bad idea. This could be a bad idea. Let's see how to use this Megas purple on it. I just don't like... It doesn't have a lot of highlights there. Let's see what happens when I'm going to put a little bit down here. Oh yeah, that's good. I like that. Good call. Yeah, that'll make it work a little bit. Right, that still gives them the fun approach there, but not overpowering. There we go. Yeah, I think they like the hair better like that. It's still got the shininess, but does have more of the definition. Thank you. It's a great idea. Now, what should you do if he is a wash? You are a funny, funny man, T. Clark. Coming at me. I'm coming on from all angles tonight. I need Reikland Earthshade. This is all for skin. Also good for gold. I'm not using any gold tonight. One of the rules, though, when in doubt, use gold, right? Not doing that tonight. There we go. Just gonna get that over there. Give it some definition. I do not have Drow Silver. Sounds like I need to own Drow Silver, though, is what I'm hearing. There we go. And a little bit more on the legs. If he is a wash, he should fly Serenity out of here. This is true. Oh, you have Drow Silver. That'd be awesome for the hair highlights. It's a Reaper color. All right, I have to look into that one. I'm really experimenting with contrast. It's a Reaper mix. I really like experimenting. Yes. Contrast is a lot of fun. I really like contrast paints. They're fantastic. I'm guessing, Bill, you have a line of about every paint on the planet, is my guess. You've got so many techniques and plans, I'm sure, when you paint that would probably blow my mind. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Not everyone. Oh, that's funny. Now, sadly, I learned a long time ago that I can't paint eyes. So we're not going to paint the eyes on this character because I stink at eyes. I just leave them just like they are, like that. It's just how it goes. I've watched some videos on eyes and things like that, but I just can't get it right, so. All my miniatures, my guys always look just like this. And that's the eyes they get. Just like that. Ta-da! Which one do you not have? You guys are funny. Not everyone. Not everyone. Which one do you have? You are funny guys. Alright, I think I'm okay with her the way she is. I kind of want to... This just seems so blah. This yellow. I want to put like a wash on it or something. I wonder what kind of wash I could put on this. What if I put... I have a green wash. Brown is always the one you put on something like that. Let's see. What can we use? I've got... an oil, but I'm not going to do that. I could just do some Airgrass Earthshade on it. The new 2 thin coats. Going from Duncan Rhodes yet. I haven't even heard of this. Thin coats from the Duncan Rhodes line. See, this is what I gotta get. I gotta get these Duncan Rhodes lines. I'm waiting for the new Duncan Rhodes paints to come in. He used to do the painting videos for Games Workshop before branching out. Oh, really? Could you do a very thin dark streaks? I could do very thin dark streaks, but I'm sure I'd screw it all up. That'd be the deal. So instead, I'm going to do this. We're going to see what this looks like. Again, I can paint over this if I do not like what I'm about to see here. Like on a leaf. That would take somebody of immense talent, like on a leaf. Yes, not me. So we're just going to see what happens. I'm just going to put it right in this one right here. Yeah, I like just a thin layer of this. Don't touch the sword. You could just send it to me. Next time I do something like this, I might send you this. This is my wife's paint miniature. You'd probably do a way better job than me on it. Make it look really good. There, I like that better. And I can get some. Okay, just the smalls that I don't want to glob it up though. Just a little bit on it. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Still gives it its definition, but hopefully still keeps a lot of the same color. That's our plan. Same color, definition now. There we go. Besides, she's a barbarian. She's been out fighting, you know. The Baron could claim credit. That's right, I could put on the table and say, check out what I did. This thing's awesome. I worked real hard at it. I tried these new paints. Yeah, no. There we go. A little more down here. There we go. Boom. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I like that. So it's got a little bit dirtier approach here on it, on the ground, bottom parts and stuff. I think that'll be okay. Gives a little more definition. I do like the fact that actually I do like the pooling down here because that gives it, like you said, more of a thing. That's the deal. Exactly. Brent can take credit for it. Exactly, he says. Is that a fairy barbarian? You are correct. It is a fairy barbarian, Steve. This is my wife's fairy barbarian in our Dungeons and Dragons group. She plays a fairy barbarian, like ordering Domino's and pretending you cooked. Yes, that's not exactly the greatest reference, but I'll go with it. I'll go with it. I'd say giving a miniature to Bill would be like cooking Flamin' Young and saying you did it. It's a Barbarian. Yes, true. You're T. Clark. Yes, this is my wife's barbarian. Our goal here is to make it look like, let's see if I can get the computer up again. It's supposed to look like this. This is our goal here. This is our goal so far. I think we're doing okay. The hair looks pretty good. We've got the lightning on it. I think looks pretty good. The wings, I think I'm going to do outside of the video because I'm going to do them with marker. I think it's a real fine marker. I'm going to pick one up on the way home tomorrow. That's going to be the plan. And I think the only thing I have left to do is the base. So we have to paint all these little tiles different colors. Yep. Couldn't just have picked out one color, huh? Nope. Had to make them all different colors. Oh, that's another thing I got to do. I got to change up this shoe. I didn't like the shoe down here. So we're going to repaint this shoe. There we go. So we'll come back around to that part of the miniature in a second here. Okay. Each one of these. Okay, let's see what colors we got to deal with here. We've got browns and grays and the same color I've been painting everything else. Alright, so we got some, I'll use some snake bite, snake horde, not black Templar. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use some black Templar. I'm going to use some contrast wolf gray, maybe. Maybe that pot looks like I'm going to have to shake it up quite a bit to reuse though, but that's okay. And then we're going to use, I could use some of this Dark Oath Flesh. Those are going to be the colors we're going to use on this base. That's going to be the deal here. Let's go with it. Let's see how this goes here. So, let's see here. Yeah, I think that'll be our plan. Let me just click back here. There we go. Let's see here. So when she rages, would her wings move as fast as a hummingbird? That's a great question. I don't see why not. She's like a thunder barbarian. So like whenever she rages, like this aura of thunder goes around her and just shoots out, which is kind of cool. For the base, paint all stones a shade of brown, red, and tan. Then wash it all with Agrax Earthshade. Great idea. Great idea. Paint the stones shade of brown, red, and tan. Brown, red. Ooh, I don't have red. Let's get red. Good idea. Got contrast red. I'm going to use all contrast, though. I know it's probably the wrong idea. I got Blood Angel red. But that would be really good with that brown on it. So we're going to get each one of these stones. Different color here. There's one right there. And it doesn't matter which ones. Just pick them out and start going to town. That's the deal. Pick it out and go to town here. There we go. That one, I'm just going to start painting them all different colors of red here. That's the deal. Those wings really aren't big enough to lift her. She does fly 30 feet. She's able to fly 30 feet. She actually asked me the other night if she could hover in the air. I said, absolutely not. No hovering. Interestingly, there are leaves on this base as well, and I've got a plan for those. Wait till you see that. That'll be awesome, too. There we go, another red one. Go back here, find a stone, paint it red. Found one. Shades of green. After the Agrax Earthshade. Oh, alright. Try that. I was actually going to go a completely different route because I was going to... I got this idea. Okay, I'm going to show you something. It's really cool. That my wife doesn't know I have. Well, she does know, I think, but she doesn't know I was going to do this for a miniature. She put leaves on the base. So I actually have, in my little drawer of goodies over here, I have leaves. Yes, I do, somewhere in here. Here they are. Here are my leaves. I've got these little teeny leaves that I can use. Let's see if I can get my tweezers out here to show you. This is pretty sweet. This is pretty sweet. I have these little leaves here. Take them out with a little tweezer here. Here we go. Let me see if I can show it here. I'm going back to the painting one here. Right here. So here's my leaf. Got these little leaves. They look like these. Glue them right onto the base. So we're going to do that. We're going to just glue leaves on. It'll be awesome. Wherever those leaves are, we're just going to glue some leaves on at the end. And we're all done. That'll be the plan. I think it's going to be pretty sweet. Alright. We got some more red ones here. See? Let's see here. There we go, right there. See, paint the molded leaves shade of tan and voila. Let's wash it all and Agrax Earthshade. Okay, that's pretty good for reds. Don't want a lot of reds. Ah, you're funny, Matt. What color is voila, he says. That's pretty funny. Alright. I haven't used this color in a long time. Probably should shake this one up a little bit more. I haven't used this in ages, actually. That's the thing about these contrast paints. Sometimes you got to shake them up quite a bit. If you don't shake them up, then they don't work very well. And that's the deal. That's the deal. Alright, I think that should be pretty good. I'm trying not to bump this camera. I've got that camera that's sitting right here. It's tough to not bump. But I don't know if does this. I'm trying a different angle than I used the last few times. I don't know if it's a better angle, but it's a different angle. Let's get this stone right here. There we go. This stone right here. Now I'm singing to the stones. How about that? That's pretty scary, huh? Just getting each one of these a little bit here. Almost dropped it. That'd be awesome. Let's see what stone we got here. We got one right here. There we go. That is true. It's more scary than the stone to sing back. This is true. Yeah, things are going okay. Ah, you are funny. I'm only scared of stone things back. Bill, it's funny you should mention that. I've had many people ask me. I actually have one. You're going to be like, why aren't you using it then? Because I don't like it. I don't. For some reason, I like to have my hands just right on the mini. I know it's like the worst thing you could possibly do, but I've got one here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. It's a green handle that holds minis. Let's see if I can find it. Actually, it was. Oh, here it is. It's right here. I got this guy, and this is my little handle here that I should use, but I don't. And then you put the mini on top here, and like these little screw things, these things come off, and you can put them on here with tacky, like this, and then you just screw it onto here, and then you can hold it. And it even has these neat little things I should probably use that I don't, that I could rest my hands on, that I don't use. These little things that you can click in right like this into the little handle here. And then as you're painting your miniature, you can hold this thing, you can hold this thing, you can balance your hand here, you can do whatever you want. I don't use it. I don't know. Just don't use it. That's the deal. If Bob Ross can talk to trees, he can sing to stones. That's right, I can sing to stones. I just can't sing the stones. I know that for a fact. Mainly because I don't know enough of the Rolling Stones music. He doesn't like the handle because he's got a plan. Right now, Bill's banging his head against the computer going, oh my gosh, why is he not using that? Alright, I think that's good with that color. We're done with that color. Let's go to the next color. Let's go with... Should we go with red? We got a lighter brown. Let's try a lighter brown. Alright, lighter brown. Like this, one of my favorite colors. It's almost identical to that one. That was a pretty stupid color to use. Not quite. Close though. Yeah, let's get a different one. Let's get a darker one. No. Let's try Space Wolf Gray. This is going to take a little while to shake up here because, oh boy, hasn't used this one in a while. Oh my gosh, take forever. He doesn't like the handle because he has a plan. This is true. There's a handle on his plant. Very confusing. Yes, it is. I do have a handle on my plant, but I don't use plant. That. Yes. This is how we do our famous. This is what I call my famous slop and drop approach to painting, Bill. I paint the miniatures this way. It's a very blue gray. Oh, is it a blue gray? Well, maybe this isn't the right gray to use then. Oh, wait, I've got balsamic gray. That's the one I should be using. Balsacum gray. I can't even pronounce half the names of these paints. I bet sometimes I just wonder if they throw like something at a dartboard just to see what colors they're going to come up with. No. So would you start off with a lighter color and then move to a darker one if you don't like the light color? Yes, It's easier to paint darker colors on top of lighter ones. Otherwise, you got to go back and not prime it exactly, but like re-put it to a point where you can paint the lighter color on top of it, if that makes any sense. GW used to have an awesome paint called Denim Stone that used to be able to paint right on top of it. Wait, is this the same color? Black tone? Wait. No. Is it? Am I out of control here? Where's the Space Wolf? No, it's Space Wolf Gray. No, this is the right one. There we go. This is the gray. If that makes any sense. But yeah, the Denim Stone, well, that's the wrong button. Let's use the right button. I've got a lot of pots hanging out here. I'm going to spill one, you wait. There we go, that's better. Denim Stone is the color that GW used to have. It kind of reminded me of the Gray Seer Gray. It kind of was able to give you a color that you could paint almost anything on top of. It's pretty neat. So yeah, if you need to, it's easier to paint dark on top of light, or light on top of dark. No, dark on top of light. Oh my gosh, now I'm painting, I can't talk. I'm out of control. Forgot about all the ones underneath her feet, underneath her here. Those are the harder ones to get to. I kind of wish it would have just been one color. It would have been a lot easier to do than all these little things like this. And I'm missing some of this stuff, but that's okay. There we go. Colin showed me his Titan picks yet. No, he has not. But I'm going over on Wednesday. So I'll have to tell him, I need to see your Titan picks. That's what I have to say. That'll be the deal. I'm going to keep all these open and just keep going back and forth here until I feel like I've used enough. This is going against everything I've ever learned, taught myself. Never have more than one pot open at a time, or you'll spill them. That's what I was taught by myself, because I spilled them. There we go. A few more red ones now, which is kind of nice. There we go. Let's get some more brown ones in there. Paint my hand. That's always what you want to do. There you go. That's the deal. Painting hands is awesome. That's the fun. A brown one right there. What's back there? Is that a leaf? Yeah, it's a leaf. Okay. Got brown there. Got brown here. Let's put in the brown right here. There we go. Kind of red brown. Totally fine. Almost down here. Like I said, I think the wings are going to be just like they are, and I'm going to go over them with a pen. So I'm not going to be able to get to that tonight. That's okay. There we go. Let's go back to the gray and call it a day, and then hit it with a wash. We've got a lot of gray on there. Right there. That's a leaf. That's not a leaf. I think we're good. There we go. Okay. Boom. That's the deal. Sounds like an experimental learning. Yes, yes. If you want to see it in practice, paint in a wash on your house a dark color, then try putting a coat of light paint over it and let me know how that works. Yes, that's right. T. Clark is a painter. He paints houses. Loser. Just in time for the end. Yes, very close. The base looks amazing. Thank you so much. Looking good. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. Can't wait for the Dawn of Madness to come out and see you paint those beautiful monstrosities. Oh, it's true. You know what else I have to get to? I have to... Let it dry before you paint. Very true. This is why I talk for a long time. This is where I do my talking. I wait for that to dry. Yes, I'm looking forward to being able to paint up the responsibility. Let it dry before the wash, otherwise you're going to have a mud-colored base. This is very, very true. Very true. I almost gave Bill a heart attack. I'm excited for Dawn of Madness. It's been a long time coming. I did the Kickstarter preview ages ago, but I'm super excited for that one to come out. And yes, the monstrosity will be fun to paint. It's kind of like painting Bloodborne. I got to get back to painting Bloodborne. Bloodborne was a lot of fun to paint. Oh my gosh, those were a ton of fun to paint. I should get back to that. It's looking good. Once she's put the crayon on the wings, it'll be perfect. Exactly, Matt. Once I get that crayon on the wings, that is going to be golden perfect. All right, let's see here. What else do I got to do to this base here, to this thing here? We have to. So what we got left is I got to paint these things up. I think we're going to paint those. I might paint them that gray. We're going to watch this whole thing. We're going to glue some of those leaves onto here. And then I might just paint the base black. This is the rim black. Just call it a day. That would be what I do with that. That'd be the deal. Sidewalk chalk. So yeah, we're going to put some, we're actually going to glue leaves onto here. Which means I should probably paint it. Let's paint that brown just so that it's, in case you see through it, it's got some kind of color underneath it. That's the deal. Here we go. Just a little bit. Just like that. Paint the leaves brown. So then when I put the leaf on top, it still has some thing underneath it. There we go. Perfect. Now we'll let that dry. Okay. I also want to paint this thing. Let's see what we can do here. What do you use to maintain the shape of your tip of your brushes? Mine never stay that nice. Very, very good question. I get this question. I had this question last week too. So here's the deal. I use these brushes. I use Series 7 Sable brushes. If I can put them on the screen here and you can read them. They're these Series 7 Sable brushes. They have a pretty good, they almost always keep their nice point for me. I don't usually ever have a problem with it. And then whenever I wash my brush off, I always spin it to a point, which I don't know if that's a good idea to do, but I do. I take it, and after I get it all wet and stuff, I'll roll it onto a, like I've got my little napkin right here. It's a paper towel. I just roll it right on the paper towel just like that. And see how it kind of gets that point again, and boom, it's all set to go. Does that make sense? That's what I do. But I think the brushes also help. The cheaper the brushes, the harder they are to keep their points for a long time. And I shouldn't say cheap as in like price-wise, but just overall, just like the quality of the brush, if that makes sense. I've had these brushes forever. These are my favorite brushes, these Series 7 brushes. I love them. I have a 1, and I've got a triple lot, and I think I've got a double lot. 000 and a 00 and a 1. That's what I've got. Have I tried the speed painters yet? No, I have not. I really want to, but I haven't had the, not just the opportunity, I just haven't had the motivation to get them because I'm still got these contrast paints, and I'm okay with the contrast, doing just fine. So I haven't really looked into those yet, but sometime down the line, that's my plan. I would like to give those a shot. Have you had a chance to try them out? Are they good? What do you think, if you had a chance to try them? I'd like to know. We are going to go back to our painting camera, and we're going to put our wash on. This might be about it. The wash on the base. Oh, we got to glue the things on too. So we're just going to paint this right on here. And I'm actually going to, this is going to be like, I'm just going to deep soak this. And then we'll kind of blotch out what we don't want. I want to be pretty aggressive with this wash. Is the deal here. Because I really kind of want to seep into all those places quite a bit. There we go. See how it's seeping nicely into all the different cracks and crannies? That's what I want. And then once it's all in there just like that, I can just let this dry and things will be glorious. That's the plan. I like them better, plus they're less expensive. Good to need. Good to know. I have found that going back and forth, GW and Army Painter always seem to have this battle. GW, when it first came out, when I started painting, was like the top of the line. It was fantastic. They did a great job. They had all these cool things going for them. Then, for some reason, I decided to get into Army Painter. And Army Painter had these really neat new things. They had these like washes or these like I had these tins up here of like things you can just instantly dip your paint miniatures and boom, they were done. And so I went to Army Painter for a while. Then, because GW just wasn't putting anything else out that was really cool and would help, except Null and Oil, or not Null and Oil, it was whatever the black one was back in the day. Always had that, and I always had, not Agrax or Shade, but whatever the old one was. Always had that in my repertoire. Then Contrast came out, and then Army Painter's gone inside. Now this Army Painter Speed Paints come out, and like you're saying, if they're cheaper and do better or about the same, why would you not go with those? So it's kind of cool that these two kind of have this battle, this ongoing battle, it seems like, the more it comes out. But I like them better, they're less expensive, like you said. That's fantastic. You had me at less expensive, this is true. Don't blot it out, let it dry, it will get more in the depth. Yes, that's my plan. I'm just going to let it sit there for a long time. That's what I'm going to do. Where do I sign up? All right, I think that is going to do it for her. I do need to, I'm going to show you those things again. Our order of preference would be Reaper Pro Acrylic, Army Painter, Vallejo, then Citadel, and then Flip Tops. Citadel, the flip tops are sometimes not ideal. That is true. That's always been one thing I've been a fan of, but that's kind of why I went to the Army Painters, because some of my Citadels were drying out too fast. So I went back to Army Painter, and then I came back to Citadel because they had those awesome things. But yes, flip tops. Then for some reason they don't ever want to go away from those. They think they're the greatest things ever. Who knows? All right, let's see here. I do have to also get those. But I'm gonna get. So here's the deal. I'm gonna show you what's going on, and I think we might call it here. I might try to put a thing on so you can see it. But we've got this awesome shade going on here. I need to get these colored, but I'm going to wait and do those after this all dries. So I don't want to, because you can see it's still pooling right underneath here. I don't want to blend into that. This is all, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with everything going on here. And I'm going to do these wings up with a pen. This I'm just going to paint straight black all the way around. And the only thing left to do is I'm going to put I'm going to glue one of these on just because these are cool. I'm just going to take my glue. Where is it? Here it is. This is going to be neat. Let's see here. So, I'm just going to take a little bit of glue right here. Boom. There we go. Some glue right there. Take my tweezers. Tweezers are the master power here. I'm going to take the tweezers. We're going to grab one of our little... We got this whole sack. I got these like, I don't know, maybe $5 at the most of all these. And I've used maybe 4 times. I think I've used this. I think I've used this 4 times. So we're going to use it again. We're just going to take one little leaf. Just one little leaf. I can put more if I want. I'm going to put it in the glue. Just like that. I'm going to take it. I'm going to glue it right where one of the leaves are. Look at that. Just right there. Look at that. This is what it got. Boom. There's a leaf. Leaf on board. And it's even probably going to get a little bit of paint on it, which is fine. And then later, I might go over and just do something to it. Or I might leave it just like that to kind of make it stand out a little bit. Either way works. That's the deal. Leaves for life. This is true. You know, I like that leaf so much, we're going to put another one on. Let's see if I can find another good one. Here's another good one. Leaves for life. I got to try to find one now. This is the hard part. Ooh, I like this one. There we go. Put some glue on that guy right there. Push it around the glue. Pick it up. I think there's another leaf back here. Oh, there's a leaf. I see a leaf. Boom. There we go. Leaf on board. Love it. Love it. That's awesome. I just can't stop. I got to put a leaf on. This is just so fun. Just so fun. Leaves are fun. I put some on like on some of my myth miniatures I did. I put some leaves on. Like the leaves. So here's my bag of leaves. We're just going to dig in here and look for one we like. I like this one. Where'd it go? Disappeared on me. Ooh. Look at that one. That one's good. I like that one. Let's see. If you want to go this way though. That's what lays in there like that. There we go. Perfect. Just like that. Find our next leaf, which is right here. And the good news is this, wash that's on this thing will also help secure it in there, which is going to help a little bit. Be kind of neat. And one more leaf, then we're called a day. Oh, well, not that one because it went flying. All right, we'll get another one here. How about that one's small? Look at the small one. The small one right here. There we go. Perfect. A little bit of glue. There we go. I'm going to try to get out of the glue without gluing your tweezers together. That's going to be the next trick here. See what I can do without gluing the trees. There we go. All right. Perfect. And I think our last leaf is kind of right next to her foot here. Of course, it's sticking to my tweezers now because I accidentally got the tweezers in the glue. All right. Let's try this dance again. We're going to squeak it right in there. Stay there. Get off of my tweezers. Off, I say. I'm making this harder than it could be. I could probably just put it on there with my finger. But I'm going to screw this up somehow. Okay. When in doubt, have 2 tweezers available. There we go. I have 2 tweezers. Okay, when I said the leaves were fun, they're starting to not be fun. Okay. A little more glue. There we go. There we go. There. Oh, that one finally went on. Oh my gosh, it was out of control. All right, so we got the glue, we got the leaves, we got the happiness. There we go. We got a fairy barbarian. We were able to finish up a good fairy barbarian today. Like I said, I'm going to paint this blue. I got it black. I'm going to put a little bit of stuff on her shoes there later. We're going to do that. That's the deal. That is the plan. We're able to finish. Not normally awake for these streams as it's 5:30 a.m. Leaves are a nightmare. They look great on the mini, but not until then. That's very true, Scott. Very true. Very true. Glad to see you here. It's 5:30 in the a.m. That's pretty fun. It's 11:30 here. I'm about to go to bed here. Quick diminishing returns on the leaf. Funness. Very true. Diminishing returns. Oh, that's it. All right. Thank you so much for watching. This was the painting. We got our mini painted. That was pretty awesome. I'm not sure what we're going to paint next. We shall see. Hopefully maybe Bard Song. Maybe we might get Bard Song to paint. That'd be awesome. That'd be really, really fun. That'd be great. Fairarena. Fairy-en. Barbarian Fairy-en. I like that. I like that. So that's it. I'd like to thank everybody for joining tonight. That was awesome. Thank you all for being here. It's so much fun to have you here, and it's so much fun to interact with everybody. I know this one is concentrating a little bit more than I think I normally do on my miniatures when I paint them, but you know, it's for a good cause. It's my wife's miniature, so I don't want to screw that up, right? You never want to screw that up. That's for sure. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Matt. Brocky, good night. It's been fun. It's good to see everybody here. Again, thank you, Bill, for stopping in. It was great to see you. Anybody who's interested in anything Bill does, you can check out some of his painting on some of my videos, also some of Colin's videos on the One Stop Co-op Shop. I'm going to put a link to his stuff in the description below. He paints miniatures for you if you're interested in getting some done. I do not, because I barely can do what I need to for myself. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome, Steve. Thank you for joining. So that's it. I hope you're learning something. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the new camera angle I tried over here to see if people could see the miniature better as I was painting it. That was my goal. That is always my goal, is for you to see what I'm doing and be able to learn as we go. so that you can paint your own minis and have a wonderful time with fully painted miniatures on the table. It's always sweet to see. Love it, my games. Anyway, that is all I got. Thank you again for watching. If you're excited to see what we're going to paint next, or anything else that happens on my channel, then I need you to meet me at the table. Thank you all for coming so much. I will see you again soon. Thank you. Thank you.